Books aren't just made of words, they are filled with places to visit and people to meet. Warm greetings to one and all. This is Ambika Rawat wishing you happy National Reading Day. Genuinely speaking, since childhood I have been developing interest in the subject social science. And among all the subjects of social science, history is my personal favorite. Therefore, today I have been picking up my history textbook to be talked about in this video rather than my storybooks. The chapter that I'm going to talk about is Nationalism in India. Every single time when I read this chapter, it makes me feel proud and remember of the struggle of our freedom fighters that they faced in the history to just make our future secure. So today the topic that I'm going to read about is Mahatma Gandhi on Satyagraha. As you know, Satyagraha is a very popular movement held by Gandhiji not only in India but also in South Africa, which was very successful in both the places. Satyagraha is basically a mass agitation, and this was a very important weapon of Mahatma Gandhi to make India free. This paragraph is mentioned on page number 31, source A. Mahatma Gandhi on Satyagraha. It is said of passive resistance that if it is the weapon of the weak, but the power which is the subject of this article can be used only by the strong. This power is not passive resistance. Indeed, it calls for intense activity. The movement in South Africa was not passive but active. Satyagraha is not physical force. A Satyagrahi does not inflict pain on the adversary. He does not seek his destruction in the use of Satyagraha. There is no ill will whatever. Satyagraha is pure soul force. Truth is the very substance of the soul. That is why this force is called Satyagraha. The soul is informed with knowledge. In it burns the flame of love. Non-violence is the supreme dharma. It is certain that India cannot rival Britain or Europe in force of arms. The British worship the war god, and they can all of them become, as they are becoming, bearer of arms. The hundred of millions in India cannot carry arms. They have made the religion of non-violence their own. Very truly said by Mahatma Gandhi on Satyagraha. I also believe that truth ultimately is the way to triumph. As I have been talking about the chapter Nationalism in India, I would speak a very famous quotation said by Frederick Douglass. Once you learn to read, you'll forever be free. But in this today world, we can see that 800 million people all around the world aren't able to read and write. So on this National Reading Day, we need to take a pledge to help the needy people and the people those who aren't able to afford books and encourage them to read books. Thank you. Keep reading and stay safe.